three of us. Everybody's live. This is Mike Nasty. This is Saturday Sports Talk. I'm talking sports. Yeah, the Clippers. In basketball, Blake Griffin went back to the Clippers and, went to, when they introduced the teams, he didn't shake his old boss's hand, ran right by him. But then he thanked the club for giving him a good video board. They gave screenshots of Griffin as a Clipper. So he went to Detroit and they played LA last night. And he snubbed his old boss, not shaking hands. Went right by him. But the fans still reacted to him and they gave him his thank yous. Gave him a nice ovation and all that good stuff. And Kansas City's going to be a snowfall game. Arrowhead's filled with snow for the Colts and the Jets. That might go in the Chiefs' favor. I don't know how that's going to go, but you got the Chiefs and the Colts today. And like I said before, Joe Flacco, they're saying that Joe Flacco should have went out with trumpets and stuff blaring, that we should have gave him a better send-off than just sitting to his locker room saying he's going, because that guy's going to be in the Ravens Ring of Fame. He was their best quarterback that they had. He was their first-round pick in 2008. He had more than 100 wins. He was always a class act. He never really... What are you doing on here? But he never really caused the problem. He never said anything. He usually took blame for most stuff. He didn't throw anybody on the bus. He always said most of the time when the offensive failed, he said he was the leader of the offense. He usually took the blame for stuff. He wasn't, he still should get what he deserved. And he was a good quarterback. He won for us. But everybody makes mistakes and has bad games, and we all complain about it. But all in all, he was a good quarterback. And if somebody picks him up, he knows what he's doing. He's been around. Somebody will get a good guy. Most likely they're saying Denver, but who knows where that's going to be. So the Orioles had some guys in arbitration, but they got through it. They didn't have to send it in to arbitration. They all signed deals. You had Dylan Bundy, Givens, and Jonathan Villar. They all signed contracts, so they don't have to go through the process of arbitration, waiting for who's going to bid higher and all that stuff that they do. And then they also got another infielder from the Yankees, Henser Alberto. They got him off waivers, so they're getting infielders. They're putting people in there to have competition. So they got, a lot of guys. They got a 40-man roster, but they're building up for competition because spring training is not that far away. It's going to be starting up in February, 4 weeks, maybe a little bit less than that. But so the Orioles are getting themselves ready. You got their Fan Fest, I think it's coming up, or it's this weekend. One of that's going on. So the Terps, the Maryland Terps, basketball, they played another top 25 team, and they've beaten 2 so far. So they've beaten Nebraska, was 24. Indiana now is 22, and they were down. They came up with a run in the second half, a 16-0 run, made them 78-75. They came out with the victory. Fernando had 25 points, 13 rebounds. Indiana was ranked number 22. They beat Nebraska, that was ranked 24. It's their 5th straight victory. They're 14-3, 5-1 in the Big Ten. And Cowan had 24 points. He's been averaging 17.2 a game, but he had 24. His highest this year, I think, was 27. He's been handling the ball and taking shots and moving it out to the perimeter. So the Maryland Terps men should be back in the top 25. The women are number 9. They dropped a little, but the women are down. I don't have any people on here. 2 ladies. Hi, ladies. How you doing? But This is afternoon sports talk. You have Duke playing Florida State 34-29 in the third. They had Zion Williams. You know, the guy says, I'm not just a dunker. Yeah, he made a nice pass just a little while ago. Cross court, guy for a layup. So that guy can do more than just dunk the ball. He's an all around scorer. Charlie just joined the party. Hey, Charlie, how you doing, buddy? Charlie's up. Who else? Somebody else. Who's this? Somebody else on YouTube. How you doing out there, everybody? This is the Fat Man. This is Mike Nasty doing a little bit of sports talk on a Saturday afternoon. You know, Georgetown trips up Providence in double overtime, so that was a close game. They've had a lot of close games in college basketball lately. There's been some good stuff going on. Louisville stunned North Carolina by a lot. That's the worst beating they've taken in a while under Williams. Number 4, Virginia. They stayed perfect. They beat Clemson. They were out Clemson. I didn't think Virginia was that good. Kansas State tops Iowa State. Now, the last second layup. It says here. Hey, Yingling, how you doing, Yingling, what's up, Yingling? So, Williamson had to exit the game for Duke. He got an eye injury. Like I said, UNC suffers the worst home loss. Dolphins are looking to hire Flores as their head coach. I think that's the only coaching spot that needs to be filled. But I think Cincinnati still needs to be filled too. But I think there's 2 left out of the coaching carousel so far. I think it's Cincinnati and Miami that need to fill it. And, the Cardinals are waiting on Fitzgerald. He hasn't announced what he's going to do, if he's going to return or if he's going to retire. That's one guy that, he played out his career. He played it full time. He didn't get injured often. He was always on the field. They moved him to slot the last couple times. Last 2 years, he played as the slot receiver. You didn't hear him complain. He still got yardage. I mean, he was always at the top of the, receptions and leading, even though they had no quarterbacks to throw to him. But he still got his work in, as you call it. So today, you're waiting on the Chiefs and the Colts. You got the Cowboys and the Rams, like I said. And the Rams, they got Gurley. Cowboys got Zeke. You're going to have yourself a run game and see if Dak can come out and put some passing yards up on them. We'll see how tonight's playoff games go. See who's going to move on. Yingling, what's up, buddy? Yingling. But yeah, Harden again, like I told you, James Harden should be the MVP. They're saying the Greek freak in him, but I say Harden, he just received his a triple-double with assists. He had 40 points, 43 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists. Harden's 10th. rebounding and like clinching the reigning MVP's third 40-point triple-double in the past 6 games with 1 minute and 22 seconds remaining in the third. That's pretty good. At the end of the